Okay, so picture this. You fire up an AI model, you type in a prompt, hit enter, and bam, you get an answer in seconds. But have you ever, really stopped to think about what's actually going on behind the scenes in that tiny moment? Well, let's dig in. See, every single one of those AI responses, it's powered by this kind of hidden backbone, a massive, high-stakes infrastructure that's literally reshaping our world. And I bet it's not what you're picturing. I mean, we all talk about the cloud, right? It sounds so abstract, weightless, almost magical. But the truth, it's way, way more down to earth than that. Yeah, these powerful machines don't live up in the sky. They live in these enormous buildings. We're talking physical structures, just packed to the gills with cutting-edge tech. And the race to build more of them, it's one of the biggest industrial shifts happening right now. And when I say big, I mean the scale is just staggering. To give you an idea, you've got companies like OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank partnering on projects to pour trillions of dollars into this stuff. It is an all-out race, and trust me, every major tech company is placing massive bets here. All right, so first up, let's pull back the curtain on this whole cloud idea and really understand the physical reality of where AI lives. You know, the best way to think about a data center is as a factory for computation. Seriously, it's a building with one job, to churn through and serve up data. Inside, you've got everything needed to run our digital lives, especially the crazy demanding needs of AI. Okay, so now let's step inside one of these AI factories. A good way to picture them, it's like tiny, self-contained digital cities. And this quote here really helps make it all click. At its heart, a data center isn't that different from the PC sitting on your desk. The key difference? It operates on a scale that is just mind-bogglingly huge. And that's the whole ballgame, really, scale. So your home PC, it's got a CPU, maybe a GPU. An AI data center has entire racks stuffed with thousands of them. You've got memory and storage, right? Well, they have storage arrays that hold petabytes of data. Your little power supply, they have entire power generation plants and massive battery backups. And that single cooling fan in your computer case, yeah, they have industrial-scale cooling systems to deal with an unbelievable amount of heat. Now, all of that scaled-up hardware, it comes with some pretty serious consequences, which brings us to AI's absolutely voracious appetite for resources. And the difference is, well, it's stark. Just one ChatGPT query uses nearly 10 times more electricity than a simple Google search. Now think about the billions of AI prompts happening every single day. Yeah, that difference adds up fast. In fact, the projected energy demand is just staggering. By 2030, data centers are expected to add 30 gigawatts of new electricity demand. 30 gigawatts! To put that number into perspective for you, that's roughly the amount of power used by 25 to 30 million households. It's a huge, huge challenge for our energy grid, which has to plan years in advance for this kind of constant, heavy demand. And hey, it's not just about power. Cooling these computation factories takes a ton of water. Get this, in 2023, Google revealed that just one of its data center campuses, one, in Iowa, used about 1 billion gallons of water. That is a massive operational and, of course, environmental footprint to think about. So with that kind of crazy demand, how on earth do you even build one of these things? Let's break down what it takes to create one of these digital fortresses right from scratch. Well, it's a long and super complex sprint. A typical hyperscale data center can take anywhere from 18 to 30 months, from just an idea to being fully up and running. You've got to find the right land with enough power and fiber optic connections. Then you have the whole design and permitting process, and then the construction itself, which can take up to 2 years. It's a marathon. And once they are built, they're basically fortresses. I'm talking tall fences, crash barriers, 24/7 physical security teams, and single, super-controlled entry points. Getting in usually means two-factor authentication, like a badge and a biometric scan. And inside, cameras everywhere. Every single server rack is locked away in its own cage. Now, as you can imagine, this kind of intense build-out has led to a lot of speculation and a lot of concern. So for our last section, let's separate some common myths from the actual reality. Okay, myth number 1, they cause blackouts. The reality? Nope. Utility grids plan for this kind of demand years ahead of time, so it doesn't disrupt local communities. Myth number 2, Those diesel stacks are running all day, polluting everything. Again, not true. Those are for emergencies only. They're almost never used. And finally, myth number 3. All data centers are massive water guzzlers. The truth is, designs vary a ton, from systems that use no water at all to really efficient closed-loop systems. And all of this really brings us to the most important takeaway. The next chapter of AI, it's not some abstract thing floating around in the cloud. It is intensely physical. We're talking about concrete, copper, silicon chips, and a whole lot of water and electricity. So the next time you type a prompt into an AI, you'll know. You'll know about the incredible physical world that springs into action just behind your screen. And this all leaves us with a really critical question, right? The AI future is being built out of concrete and copper. Can we actually scale it responsibly?